Hello, my beautiful Aries fiery family. I love my Aries people. I have a lot of Aries friends, so must be our Taurus Aries connection is strong. Um, so, if you are an Aries, this is a message from your angels, guides, spirit team on what they want you to know for the month of September. And this is a collective message. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but if you are in the middle of this video and you're like, it's just not clicking, I'm not understanding, it might make sense in the month of September and you just, aren't aware of the possibilities yet. Or check out, if you know your moon and rising signs too, check out those videos because some of those messages, all together or individual messages might make sense for you. So keep that in mind while you're watching. So I'm starting this one out right with my Light Seers deck, and I've got my magical oracle cards. I'm starting it out with the fire for you, and then we'll end it with some grounding energy. But what does your spirit team want you to know for the month of September? A couple more messages, please. Thank you. Okay, they have a lot of messages for you apparently, but wow, this energy. Okay, so immediately we have the Four of Wands, which is a celebration. If you have any birthdays or birthdays of friends or family coming up, or celebrations coming up, then this is definitely a shout out for you guys. But it's also saying, like, celebrate life, man. There's this wonderful, happy, celebratory energy. There might be something that is worthy of celebrating that's going to be happening for you in September. Now, the one thing that your spirit team is cautioning you about is to understand your worthiness of it and allowing yourself to celebrate, because there might be an area of your life that's kind of holding you back. We have the Eight of Swords here. She in the mirror has all these things that are tying her, holding her back, but in reality, she's very much free. So I guess it's telling you to embrace your freedom, recognize your freedom, and maybe undo some of those binds. It feels like there might be an area that's holding you back a little bit. Maybe it's work. Maybe you've been working too much and you just haven't had time to go out with friends, or you haven't had time to celebrate some success in your life. There's this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Upright, this is like working on your craft. This, I'm hearing, is maybe take a break from work. If you've been working a lot, it's telling you to step back a little bit and take a break, because you might be overwhelming yourself. So stepping back a little bit from that work, improve mentality, and work on that self-care, work on spending time with friends and family and others that can feed your energy. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and this is a collaboration energy when it's upright. In reverse, it's kind of telling me that maybe you're trying to take things on too much on your own. It might be this not wanting to ask for help because I can handle it. I can handle everything on my own. But don't be afraid to ask others for help, because our soul family, our soul tribe, they are here with us for a reason, and it is to help us. So call on your soul family. Call on other people for that help and support. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So, upright, it's this card specifically is a very freeing type of energy. And this is in reverse. And I think that what Spirit is telling you is to embrace that freedom, embrace that freeing type of energy. I almost feel like she has blinders on. I get the words one track mind. So it very much feels like maybe if you are in that situation where you've had your sights set on this end goal or something very specific, it's kind of like this blinders type of energy. So maybe stepping out of that for a minute, trying to have, in reverse, she's upside down. Maybe try and have a new perspective. I know this isn't the Hangman card, but I feel like there's this need for a new perspective on something. We have the Knight of Cups. He's so romantic, isn't he? I love it. So if you have a boyfriend, a spouse, a girlfriend, partner, whatever you might have, I feel like the month of September could be really good for a date night. And maybe you have an anniversary coming up, or a very special moment that's special for you and your partner. Or maybe you've been working so much you haven't allowed yourself to go on any dates to meet potential partners, if that's what you're, if that's something that you've been interested in. Maybe you felt like you haven't had time, so Spirit's telling you, don't be afraid to start dating again if you've been holding yourself back from doing that. So dating in the month of September, even if you're married, go on a date. It's a good energy for it. The Nine of Cups is the wish come true card. So when you allow yourself to, as an Aries, you can have this very fun personality and fiery and outgoing and social at times, but then other times you get in your head and you can have a tendency of feeling very restricted or maybe alone. I kind of get that from that Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's feeling lonely to me. And the Eight of Swords here, even the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's all of this here is feeling lonely, and maybe that you haven't been embracing your social side. So wish come true. I feel like maybe you've been had your blinders set on achieving an end goal, and it's like, okay, well, it's come or it's coming up, and let's, this beautiful burst of things happening in your life. I feel like September is going to be a really good month for achieving good things or celebrating something big coming up, a big wish come true. So going along with that are magical cards that we have. Ooh. I'm just going to do this one. This one was really making its presence known. Ooh, conchomancy. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's seashell divination, wisdom of shells. So if you are drawn to mermaids or the beach, and you might have some shells in your house and you're into magic or divination, it's telling you to use some of your seashells for that. Even meditating with some seashells by you, or maybe taking one last trip to the beach if you're able to. Maybe connecting you that way through Spirit. It's very unique. It's like this unique approach to spirituality or connecting with your spirit guides. People don't always think to use shells, but shells have such a story. And I actually drew these cards for another reading that I did. The unicorn oracle here. Awareness. Live in the moment. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. So the part that's really standing out to me in this is live in the moment, because your life, just by being alive, is worth celebrating. So it's this celebratory energy for you. So living in that moment, but having an awareness of when you need to take a break from work, or even if it's home life. Maybe you've been too involved. Maybe you've been a stay-at-home mom, or maybe you've been working from home and you need to step out. You need to listen to that inner knowing of and be conscious of your thought processes. Looking for signs that it's time to take a break. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. I think that's such a beautiful card. But make a wish, that totally goes along with your Nine of Cups here. This is like a make a wish card. And so, yeah, if there's something that you've been wanting to achieve, something that you've been wanting really bad lately, the month of September might be really a good time for manifesting that. So whether that be starting your manifesting on it with this new moon in the month of September, or maybe it's just things finally coming full circle for you and your wishes coming true. Maybe you've been manifesting and it's going to start to fall into place for you. And our fairy oracle deck. Oh, there we go. Light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So I feel like this is a pretty specific message for those of you that might deal with anxiety and depression. This group of Aries, if that's something that you deal with, remember that you are a light to this world and that you bring happiness and joy to so many other people. And you can be your own source of light if you allow yourself to, if you give yourself that chance to share loving words and insight. If you can override what we've kind of trained our brains to think about ourselves when we look in the mirror and we say things like, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not enough, whatever. If we can override that and say, I'm not doing that, I'm not talking to myself like that anymore. Before I came into this body, this is exactly what I chose because I thought that was the most beautiful thing ever, and I'm gonna honor that. So shining your light brightly is gonna be maybe something that you're stepping into in the month of September. So let's see what grounding messages your spirit team and family has for you for this upcoming month. Okay, so speaking of grounding, crystals can have such a grounding earth energy to them. And one of the crystals that was really standing out to me for Aries is this amethyst crystal. So amethyst, the message that I have with this is to release yourself from familiarity. What have you been doing, or what have you been giving to others, maybe unconsciously, that you need to kind of stop doing? Because we can so bad always want to help others. So what are we familiar with over giving to others, and how can we kind of take ownership for handling our own energy first, filling up our own cup first, and then filling others? So whether that be work, home life, relationships, whatever area it might be, remember to fill up your own cup first. And that's the message that I'm getting with this amethyst for you. So if you like working with crystals, amethyst might be a good one for September. let's see what final messages your spirit team, your spirit family, your angels, guides, and ancestors have for you for the month of September. Whoa. And again, we have we do have the Three of Pentacles popping back up, but this time it is upright. So there is some type of shift happening in the month of September for you. This is like my stalker card today. I've done multiple readings and this keeps showing up. So there is a lot of peaceful energy coming from the month of September. And maybe that's, if you have children, maybe that's kids going back to school. And it gives you some alone time so that you can fill your cup back up, get refreshed and recharged, and be the best mama possible that you can possibly be, or best dad possible. I feel like there is a sense of calmness and bliss coming for you at points in time. In September, I feel like there's going to be a lot of happy, celebratory energy that can be had for you. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Upright, that's like maybe ignoring signs. I think that you're going to start to really hone in on signs that your body is giving you. You know, when we're reaching our maximum limit of I've worked too much, I've been home too much, I have spent too much time with a specific person, whatever it might be that you're maxed out on, I think that we're going to start to shift into that recognition of, you know what, I'm going to start taking care of me. I'm going to start asking my guides for clarity. So clarity might not just come right to you. You might have to ask for guidance. You might have to ask, okay, I'm feeling a little bit uncertain. I think I could push myself a little bit further in the situation, but I'm not sure. Guides, angels, ancestors, can you help me make this decision? And look for a little sign. You know, if you've been working too much and you see, you know, a little home symbol flash up on a website that you're on, or on your computer, or you see a house, maybe that's your sign. It's time to go home for the day. Or if you've been trapped inside for too long and you're like, I need to get out and about, maybe you were scrolling on your phone and an ad came up for one of your favorite stores, maybe Michael's. Maybe they're having like a fall or Halloween sale or something. And so you see that, and that's your cue. That was your little head nod from your guides and your ancestors to trust your gut. You know, we're giving you signs, and so it's kind of this clarity that you might have to ask for, but that's okay. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I feel like there's going to be some there might be some points in time this month that, I don't know, I'm also getting the word reminiscing, and normally I get that with the Six of Cups, but I'm getting it with this energy too. There's kind of like a little bit of an emotional energy too, and maybe that comes with if you get together with friends and you're reminiscing and you're bringing up happy, wonderful memories, or maybe even sad memories. I feel like there's a little bit of kind of a rehashing of regrets. So don't get in your head too much. Don't, it's okay to feel our emotions and process them and grieve if we have to. And it's okay to be sad about certain things, but as long as we're not holding on to that and hashing that out over and over again in our head and reliving all of these things that we consider to be mistakes, I feel like this might be something that comes up for you in the month of September, but but making sure that we release that and we're not holding on to that energy so that we can release it and make room for the beautiful energy that's going to be stepping in for us. We have the Chariot card in reverse. So there might be something that feels a little bit slow. I mean, maybe you've been, I feel like there's that energy of spending too much time doing something and a recognition, and you're taking back the reins. You're saying, my life felt a little bit, I know that I was in control of the decisions that I was making, but I maybe didn't have this awareness, or maybe I didn't have trust and faith that it was going to be okay that I stepped away from the situation for a little bit and took time for myself. Maybe I felt like I needed to stay somewhere, but this is saying that things are going to progress forward once you take the reins and you recognize we're shifting directions at this time, and that it's okay to ask for help. There is a collaboration coming. So maybe that comes from making connections with certain people in your life. Maybe there's a work collaboration that you can do. Maybe you can lighten your workload. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, and there's somebody that can step in and maybe take some of that from you. Or maybe there's somebody in a profession similar to what you do, and they can give you a lot of insight into how to do specific things maybe easier, or there's just this different insight from other people. So opening yourself up to suggestions and even constructive criticism, because it can be really hard to take constructive criticism, but allowing yourself to be open to that and not taking it personal. Okay, so let's see, what are our final messages for the month of September for my Aries family? Let's see what we have here. There we go. And what do we have here? Angels, guides, ancestors, what do you want Aries to know for the month of September? Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Beautiful card, beautiful energy. And that definitely goes along with the first round of tarot that we did with the wish come true or making a wish card. And there's such an energy of success, like accomplishing goals. So good for you, Aries. I'm so excited. Sun is fire. You guys are fire. It's all lining up. Full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. I mean, I don't pull these cards in advance. You saw me shuffle. Definitely a wish come true, a miracle, a win-win outcome. So these are all beautiful things in store for you. And we also have this cardinal moon card. So this, I feel like, is going to be a very specific message for some people. Be bold and make the first move. So if you are in that energy of maybe starting to go out on dates or taking a maybe you normally allow your partner to suggest going out on a date and you don't like to do that. Maybe this is your sign that it's your turn to make the first move. So be bold. And I feel like going along with the Aries energy, you might not have a problem doing that. So these are some wonderful energies for you for the month of September. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. If you're looking for a more in-depth personal reading, reach out to me. Or if you're looking for some Reiki healing, I would love to help you out. So I hope you all have a beautiful month of September, and I will see you guys later.